So she said that she turned in the album to Atlantic and stuff like that, right? Cool, I guess. Like, I thought the album had been turned in, because remember, we kind of even though I don't talk about Cardi as much, I think we still kind of got the overall like timeline of because she was talking about like begging for features, and then she talked about like the what's it called, the bundles and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, if we're talking bundles at this point and you're pressing vinyls, then you should have the majority of the album done, right? But thinking back to how Nicki did her vinyls, on her vinyls only 10 tracks are featured on her vinyls, right? Because she wasn't done with the full track list at the time that they were pressing the vinyls, obviously, because she was still working on the album at the time of the release, right? All right, cool. So she went on Spaces the other day, and she was gassing up her fans, very similar to how I talked about, like, how I knew when Nicki was actually gonna release, because she had came on Spaces and she started gassing up the barbs and stuff like that.
There's gonna be there's a couple of days that it's a bad day and it's a good day. Not every day is a great, amazing day, but I just been feeling like there's sunshine every other day. And I really just want to thank my fans because y'all are so funny and y'all annoy me, of course, but y'all also like help me push. And I really want to say thank y'all to all of y'all, to each and every different one of y'all, for for the pages that got a lot of fans. I mean, for the pages that have a lot of
The bitch can't even talk. So she's thanking her fans. She's, making them excited. She's gassing them up because she knows that, it's about to kick into gear.
followers, to the ones that probably got like
The same one she be cursing out.
200 followers, but y'all always like, it's like some of y'all be having like 200 followers, but I don't know why y'all always come in my algorithm. So it's like, I want to say I love my fan pages, from the smallest one to the biggest ones, to like the conservative ones, to the cupcake ones, to the mean ones. I don't like the super, super mean ones, because some of y'all are just like, kind of like, oh, are you a op acting like you're party gang? From the one from my Instagrams to the one on Twitter.
Actually, fuck that. Let's rewind to the end, because that's when she said that she turned in the album.
Things are gonna get real busy. The plans are coming out amazing. My fat ass just gotta get in the gym, get in the gym, and now things are beyond my hands. Now everything is in Atlantic hands. So don't
Okay, now everything is in Atlantic's hands.
harass me for nothing. Harass Atlantic. Don't tell them that I told you that though. Don't tell you. Don't say that I told you that. Now it's beyond my hands. Now they gotta do the moves. You know what I'm saying? Now they gotta do the moves because I already did it.
So that's how she ended the space, like talking really low, like, oh, like, don't say that out loud. Like, now they got to do the moves because, child, I already did what I was supposed to do. Da, 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 da. So I'm just like, here she go. So that was literally 2 days ago. Now I'm sure y'all seen today, which I was a little bit on how you say, like, on call for or whatever, because the day was going on, and then she had tweeted that, like, she was gonna go live at 3 p.m. today on Atlantic, and now she done deleted everything. So she said, I'm going live about Atlantic at 3. So then somebody said, what happened? She said, I'm being tied. But I can't read her shit. She said, I'm being tried by these new people and I'm not doing nothing no more. This just like really annoyed me, because it's like, in the last times that we spoke about Cardi, she was on record saying, like, oh, like, she, how she would say, like, oh, like, it's my fault, it's not my fault, like, it's my fault. Bitch, they've been waiting for you to put out an album for going on 10 years at this point, and you think that, oh, well, I turned in my album, so yeah, literally 12 hours later, now blame everything on them. Well, should they blame your whole career on you? They've been waiting on you for 8 years. Now you want to turn it in 24 hours later. You talking about blame Atlantic? Girl, she was so hyped. But notice, like, how she was so hyped to come on and announce that, oh, I turned in the album. So now go to Atlantic, go harass Atlantic, right? Now you supposed to go live at 3 o'clock today. Now she deleted them tweets and she clearly didn't go live, okay? Because, child, when I tell y'all I was seated for that, I was seated with everything ready to record, okay? I would have been recording that whole live, because, like, we need to get the tea. Anyway, so but it's just like really tacky how all of a sudden you want to go and start trashing your label, after they did all of this for you and you've been bigging them up over so many years and stuff like that. And okay, I will give her some credit to where I do think, of course, we can all understand that there might be a struggle. Once again, the executives have changed at Atlantic. We all remember last year how, like, Julie Greenwald and Michael Kaiser, like, they got fired. They're no longer working there. Elliot Grange, Lucian Grange's son, now runs Atlantic. So she is working with new people, new executives that probably don't see it for her because, bitch, it's not giving. And she been teasing, putting shit out. And them teasers ain't hitting either. Every time I talk, it's facts. Oh, this was it. Yeah, when I tell you these niggas ain't shit, you believe it. They gon' fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. Okay, so we were seeing this, like, it was kind of like screen recordings and stuff like that. That's how it was being first teased on social media. But now you see that they out and about. They teasing it in front of a crowd who could, give them real-time in-person feedback. How are people reacting to this, right? I think, is this the same day that she accepted that award? I don't know. She don't even look like she enjoying it that much. She looked like a, child, this is what they want me to do, give a teaser and see how these people feel. She does not even really seem that passionate about the song. Actually, this is something that she was previewing from last year. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's one like this, but she was actually in the studio rapping this, and she had taken off the beat. She took off the beat, so she was just rapping the lyrics. And this is a video that, like, she had like literally like last year or whatever. I'm trying to see if I could find it. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, maybe it's on my other account. It doesn't really matter. But, like, yeah, like, this is not like it's not like super new, like nobody had heard it before or whatever. Anyway, yeah, so it's not given now. And it's like, I don't really know, like, is this like a rollout or whatever? So anyway, like, what do you guys think is the issue that's going on with Atlantic? And it's just like, I feel like, one minute it's like, oh, like, I'm so happy or whatever, and then now I'm trying to think back to the time where she talked about the bundles, right? That was one of the times where we saw her be like, oh, that's when she said, like, I don't really like depending on a lot of people to get things done when it comes to the music and stuff like that. So once again, I'm not gonna doubt her and be like, oh, like, Atlantic is, up her ass. I mean, like, they're just like kissing her ass and stuff like that, how they were like in the beginning or whatever. But I don't know if this is the right way, like, to be just trying to expose your label, because you haven't gotten nowhere yet. Like, you still need these people. You need them on board to come and help you push this album through. Like, I think this is a little bit too soon. And once again, you just turned in the album. And now you want to be trashing them. Like, I think you need to give it a little bit more time, sis. Just a little bit more time. But yeah, obviously that they don't think they're going to sell well. And, like, I was saying this a couple of months ago, where it's like Atlantic is going to make sure they got all of the bot packages, the payola and stuff like that before they move the needle. But once again, we are working with different executives at this time who may have different goals and different strategies and just different how do you say, like, philosophies about how to market music.
I play with somebody safer.
It's your girl Vina Love, the Harlem Princess, your favorite princess, and this is Destiny Villa.
Period.